Those were 4 counter punches. Today we're going to be going over everything you need to know about counter punching and the basics. So let's go. Before anything, let's go over some basic counter punches. This first one is a parry or catching the jab. When catching or parrying, you want to simultaneously return back with your jab. Instead of it being catch then shoot, catch and shoot instead. Next, we have one of my favorites, slip jab. When you're slip jabbing, move your head off that center line. Move it to the right and make sure you're not leaning back. We of course can do this with our cross, moving our head to our left side off that center line. And next we have our pulls. There are many different pull variations, but it's really just up to you and your preference on what works. First, countering that rear hook, we're gonna roll, spring on our leg and return with a left hook. You wanna get fancy, add that rear hook, then respond. How do we counter that lead hook? We can simply just block. We can absorb the shot and come back with our own lead hook. If you're feeling confident against the uppercut, we can slip on the inside, which is to our left, and respond back with a liver shot. Yes! And if we want to do more damage, we're gonna combo it with a lead hook. This is just an orgasmic setup, don't you agree? Within that lead uppercut, we can slip on the outside and respond back with a rear uppercut and lead hook, or any shot to be honest. Remember, with countering, there are more than one possibility, so just have fun with it. Looking like Sean O'Malley there. Let me see that again. Woo! And lastly, if we want to cut an angle at some forward pressure, we could just use our check hook. So how and when do we use these counter punches? Well, I'm gonna show you. The first way is timing. If our opponent constantly loves to pop out that jab, we can catch their rhythm and counter. Take some time to notice your opponent's habits and catch onto their rhythm. Doing this is going to make it much more easier for us, as we know which attacks are coming and we can plan a way for us to respond back with our own. Keep in mind, countering your opponent's attack will do critical damage, as they're not going to expect getting hit, therefore they can't prepare for it. Timing is all about patience. You might have to sit back for a bit, slow it down, defend. We're going to analyze our opponent, get all the information we need, and once we're locked in, we're going to respond back with the right counters. And a max XP tip is just countering with your head off that center line. This will make it safer and easier. Number 2 is baiting / provoking our opponent. Now, as you can see here, we want to be annoying and respond back big. Commonly, this is used with pulls. People set the trap and then they reply back. However, a lot of people do actually catch onto this, but if they're eager and they panic attack, then this will be perfect for you to reply back with. Also note, you can give your opponent a false sense of comfort or defensive security. This can be done by repeatedly putting your head in a certain spot and then countering. Your opponent will think that they're reading you, but actually you're just setting up for something bigger. As an example, I'm going to jab to the body but keep my head on that center line. After a while, my opponent's going to think to counter me, and I'm going to counter them with slip jab into the body or switching it to the head. Baiting can also mean we're changing our rhythm. What did I do here? I circle to my right side, then I switch the angle to my left. Every once in a while, change your rhythm. People will get used to the way you move and your timing. Countering is not only head movement, but it can also be footwork. You'll notice that some people, or most people, like to circle in one direction. It's always good to switch rhythm and motion to catch people off guard and to make them know that they don't know anything yet.
30 seconds left.
Reaction time. Now this is gonna happen the more you spar. If you're sparring frequently, training frequently, then your reaction time is gonna naturally increase, so you don't have to worry about that. Now yes, you can do a couple drills, more than a couple, you can do a lot of drills, and you can do partner drills, working with your partner. If you have someone that you could train with, your friend, whatever, or at your gym, whatever your situation is, this will help. If you drill certain counters with your partner, then your muscle memory will kick in when you're using it in sparring or when you're fighting. In short, all you need to remember is to move that head off the center line. If you time this right and even hit your opponent simultaneously, then this will deal a lot of damage. Number 2 was baiting. Remember, set traps sometimes. Make your opponent feel comfortable, put yourself in a position you wouldn't normally really do, and make them pay. After defending, make sure you're attacking back. Sometimes when you display moments of great defense, you forget to counter back. I'm for sure guilty of this, so just remember, when you defend an attack, just come right back with one. Keep it constant and make your opponent cautious. Don't make them think they can just do anything to you. And of course, trust me when I say your reaction time will improve the more you spar, fight and train. Trust me. And counter punching is not easy at all. You're most likely going to be getting hit, trying to perform certain traps, trying to set things up, working on your reaction time, etc. You're most likely going to get hit, but that's all good. Punching ticked off the list. Look at these bags under my eyes, man, working too late. Anyway, that's me done. It's me, let me save you. Let me know what other videos I should make. Always remember, consistency beats motivation. My God.